So, once again, a very good afternoon to all of you, especially to our distributor. Man, there's so many familiar faces in this room. And I was just saying to Charlie earlier, PE has such a wonderful NeoLife family around this area. And it's really just wonderful to connect with you. But a very warm welcome to our guests. And I don't know if you saw that, virtually half of this room are guests. So a very warm welcome to you. Our wish for you this afternoon is, it is an Explore NeoLife event, is that you leave with information that is either going to empower you to fantastic health, or it's going to empower you to a fantastic financial future. Or both. You get to decide, right? And so I know I'm meeting many of you for the first time, so I'm going to introduce myself and share my quick story. I'm going to make it quick because it goes back many, many years. In fact, it started off 49 years ago. Wow. Yeah. Not before I was born, by the way. I mean, my parents, Rory and Nolan, they were newly married couple. They were ambitious, but they were financially in a lot of debt. They were broke. And somebody said to them, hey, looks like you guys need to make some additional income. Would you be interested? Silly question to ask broke people. They said yes. And they were invited down to a NeoLife opportunity presentation, just like this one today. They sat in the meeting. Somebody got up and spoke about some products, and they thought, wow, we better get onto those products. Somebody got up and spoke about an opportunity that is driven by these products, and they left that meeting that afternoon saying, okay, well, we didn't totally understand what that man spoke about. In fact, they were a little bit skeptical, so it's okay to be skeptical. But they said, if NeoLife can do half of what that man says it can do, we've got to give it a shot. And so that's how their journey started 49 years ago. It started with a young couple having the courage to take that first step of faith. And what is faith? Faith is believing in something that you haven't yet seen. And every successful journey started with a human being having the courage to take that first step of faith. But here's the thing, nobody can take that step for you. If you want to improve your health, that's a journey you're going to have to start. If you want to improve your relationships, that's a journey you're going to have to start. Want to improve your financial situation, that is a journey that you are going to have to start. And so that is where a lot of my passion and love for this NeoLife company comes from, because I've lived it. Growing up as a young boy, I saw where this business took a family from where we were to where we are today. Financially, it's changed our family's future for generations to come. But it's done so much more than that. I've seen it change not only my family, but many families in this room, in fact, and around the country, around the world. But it's given us 3 generations of magnificent health. I've got 3 kids. I've got a 15-year-old daughter, and then I've got twins who are 13 years old, and man, they keep life interesting. So I thought I'd get away from the kid. And they are 3rd generation on these products, and that is one of the greatest things NeoLife has given us. 3 generations of incredible health, and we're going to show you how to do that too. NeoLife as a company has been around for over 50 years. No, 60. Sorry, we're operating in over 50 countries around the world. We've been around for nearly 65 years, in fact. We started in 1958. And so NeoLife has always been a part of my life. I've always used the products. I'll never ever stop using the products. But I haven't always been a distributor. I was taught, like most of you, I'm sure, to go and get a good education, which is nothing wrong with that, and go and find a good job so you can create a good career. How's that working out for you? You can probably find very few people who find any, not only financial significance, but a lifestyle significance through that model. And I learned that the hard way. I finished my studies, and although my parents said to me, Drew, do something that you love. Don't work with them. I didn't listen. I went to the UK because the grass is always greener on the other side. Yeah. That's not true. The grass is green here. The grass is green in PE, the grass is green in the Eastern Cape. There's opportunity all around you if you choose to take action on that opportunity. And so I moved to the UK, and I spent the next 13 years of my life working in the investment banking industry, and it was fantastic because it taught me everything that I didn't want. On one hand, I wasn't broke, I wasn't destitute, I was doing okay. But on one hand, I grew up in this NeoLife entrepreneurial household where I saw my parents, yes, they made plenty of money, but it was so much more than that. I could see they were living a life of passion and a life of purpose. It didn't matter if it was a Monday morning or Friday afternoon, they would get up and they loved what they did. I could see they were making a positive difference. I could see they loved what they did. And on the other side of the fence, I was living this life of quiet inspiration. I worked at the time, the world's biggest investment bank. I was this number. Whether I was there or not there, it didn't really matter. I was making, sure I was earning an income, but I wasn't making a difference in any way. And I just had this deep feeling that life had so much more to offer. I had so much more to offer life. And so my wife and I started asking critical questions. What are we doing? Where will we be in the next 5 years? And this funny pattern started to emerge. Every year we'd say, this year is going to be different. This year we're going to have more time. This year we're going to start something for ourselves. This year we'll start a family. This year we'll get to travel more. And this year would go by in a heartbeat. And look, 2023, how many of you started out with a dream or a goal? And it's 4 months, nearly 5 months into the year. How is that dream and goal progressing? Before we know it, we'll be on January 2024. And a very good friend of mine said, Drew, what are you going to do about it? For things to change, you are going to have to change. Simple piece of information, but it changed my life back then. For things to change, you are going to have to change. If you keep doing the same things you did last year, don't expect anything to change this year. Whether it's your health, your finances, or your relationships, what are you going to do about it? And that is where my wife and I took a serious look at the NeoLife opportunity. And I call it the power of part-time. That is what really anchored us, because we had good jobs, we had bills to pay, we had bonds and mortgages to pay, we had commitments. And so our job took care of those, and so while we worked full-time on our job, part-time we started building our future. On weekends, on Saturday afternoons, during the evenings. And so we'd say we worked full-time on our jobs, and part-time we'd work on our future. And it took just 2 years before my wife, she also worked in the same bank as I did, was able to step out of her job and become a full-time NeoLife distributor. Was another year and a half later, and I was able to do the same. And so that is where our journey started. And the message I want to give you is, if it worked for me, it can work for you. But you have to have the courage to take the first step of faith. And so what is our mission? Our mission is to make this world a healthier and a happier place. Bold statement. We want to really narrow it down a little bit. We want to end the trend of poor health. And man, there's a big trend of poor health. And we want to end this trend of financial, what do you call it? Stress. Yeah, you notice the trend that's going on. So we want to end the trend of poor health and financial stress. If we do that, then that's the rest of the afternoon is going to be talking around with those two topics. And so I'll get into the financial stress a little bit later, but now we're going to look at our product line. We know we have a product line that really can make a positive difference, where we can make this world a healthier place. And before I introduce the next speaker, I'm just going to tee it up. Have you noticed what is going on in the world? We have more science, more technology, more pharmaceutical medications than they've ever before. Why are people still so sick? But we're going to talk about some products. You would have seen some products outside. These products are incredible, but they are not the miracle. Your body is the miracle. But you're going to have to play a part in it. Your body needs the right nutrition and the right ingredients to do what it has to do, which is designed to live with health, vitality, energy. It's designed to renew itself, protect itself, repair itself. But you have to play your role in this equation.